I know you felt it in your own pocket. This year's inflation has us paying more for all kinds of things that we want and things that we need, like groceries. Scott Braddock from Scott Braddock Financial joins us with 5 ways to save money even with the holidays ahead. All right, so we're also taking your questions on anything regarding finances. You can text those questions to 336-379-5775, and we will answer your question in real time. All right, so you've got the 5 ways for us to save as we're ending this year. Let's start with number 1, which is get your free money. Explain this, please.
Sure thing. I'm happy to be here to help folks learn how they can save more money, especially around the holidays. One of the biggest advantages that we can take when we have an employer that actually contributes to your 401k, right? About 87% of employers actually do offer a match to your 401k contribution. So we want to make sure that we're taking advantage of that. We never, ever want to leave free money on the table. And unfortunately, some folks are doing that when they don't contribute enough. Sometimes there's a certain amount or a certain percentage that you have to contribute to your 401k in order to earn your employer's match. So I want to encourage folks to look at that information and find out exactly where you stand so that you know you're not leaving even a nickel on the table.
All right, and you say contribute what, 10 to 15% of your paycheck if you can?
If you can. Now that is, the big if you can, right? Absolutely, 10 to 15% of your income is really going to help set up your future retirement. We always want to be paying attention to the long term. We want to have savings in the short term as well, but 10 to 15% savings for retirement is going to get you where you want to be.
All right, but at least get that employer match because that is free money. All right, number 2 is reducing your withholding at work. And of course, most people signed up for their withholding the first time when they got the job and never touched it since.
Right, and then they forget about it altogether. And so this is another one of those opportunities that, if you are finding yourself receiving a fairly large refund at the end of the year after you do your taxes, what you're ultimately possibly doing is you're loaning money to Uncle Sam throughout the year, and that could be money that you could be using. You could be using that money to save for the short term and for the long term of retirement. So the way that you do this is you contact most likely HR, and what you want to do is update your W-4 form. And that way you can receive more of your hard-earned money throughout the year.
Okay, gotcha. Instead of getting that balloon refund during tax time. I see. Okay.
Right.
All right. So number 3 is getting organized. What do I need to get organized?
Well, I really like this one because this is, I think, where a lot of folks will slip up. It really does pay before you go to the grocery store to create the list of the items that you intend to purchase. You're much more likely to buy just those items if, in fact, you create that list. And it's the same if you're going to the department store as well. Just like Target, they do a fantastic job of catching your attention as you walk in the door. There's distractions everywhere. Very easy to spend more money than what you had planned to. So create a list. And another little tip here is just take cash with you. I know cash is almost one of those things we don't talk about anymore, but you can't spend more than the cash you bring with you.
You can't spend more than the cash you bring with you. So very true. Okay. And yes, Target just kind of like things jump into our carts that we didn't have on our list.
They do it on purpose. Oh, yeah. They're good at that.
For sure. All right. Next is negotiating your bills. Are you talking about like calling creditors and seeing if you can get things to be less?
Absolutely. Companies are 80% more likely to help reduce your payments and your interest rates if you simply call them. This is sort of a forgotten art. You can pick up the phone, you can call, get a human being on the phone, and actually negotiate your interest rates and ultimately lower your payment. Probably your credit card companies are going to be the most impactful, but don't forget about your internet companies. Folks are streaming, there's cell phones, and there's just so many different opportunities there to communicate with these companies that want your business, right? And see if there isn't an incentive there to help lower that payment.
I mean, the worst they say is no. If you say, hey, what can you do for me? Or is there a savings that you can give me? Or is there a bundle or something of that nature?
I love that you said that. That's so true. The worst thing they can say is no, right? So
Yes.
give it a try.
Okay.
It could actually add up.
All right. And the last one is challenge yourself.
Sure, there's different ways to challenge yourself to pay off debt. One way to actually try to help create more savings is the nickel challenge. I like this because you can actually get your friends or family. If you have someone that's mentioned, hey, I'm really having a hard time saving money. Try saving a nickel every day. So the first day you save one nickel, the next day you save two nickels. Fast forward 365 days later, you have almost $3,400 that you have saved, and we're just talking nickels.
Just nickels. Imagine
Just
if you
nickels.
did like $1 a day.
Oh boy, there you
Okay,
go.
there you go.
I like to hear that.
All right. So those are the 5 ways for you to save as we're coming into the next of the new year. What questions do you have for Scott when it comes to finances, when it comes to debt, credit cards, financial planning, that kind of thing? Make sure that you text us your question 336-379-5775. We'll be right back.